Hello everyone, again this is Antonio and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. In this video we want to talk about Bitcoin and why is Bitcoin trading closer to $30,000 when a couple of months ago it was trading closer to $65,000. So there have been a lot of turn of events. First of all, one is when Tesla pulled the rug out from under Bitcoin when they first went all in on Bitcoin. And let's talk about China. So first of all, before I get into the video, I would like to start off by saying this is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The motto on this channel, I see the news, I report on the news. So let's get into this, a couple of articles. This is directly saying China crypto clampdown sends Bitcoin closer to key 30,000 level. All right, let's get into this video because this is crazy. China's intensifying cryptocurrency crackdown has left Bitcoin flirting with $30,000, a price level seen as key to the short-term outlook for the largest virtual currency. Bitcoin fell as much as 4.3% Tuesday to 31,171. For some, a breach of $30,000 will hurt sentiment and raise the risk of steeper sell-off. It was trading at 31,500 as of 10:42 a.m. in London. We are most likely going to continue to trade within the 30,000 to 40,000 range, and hopefully 30,000 will hold as the low of the year, says Anthony Trandvichev, co-founder of crypto lender Nexo in London. If not, we should revisit 25,000 and even 20,000 before the next leg up. China's latest broadside came Monday when the nation's central bank said it had summoned officials from the biggest lenders as well as Alipay to iterate a ban on cryptocurrency services. Concerns about the environment impact of the energy-hungry computers that underpin Bitcoin also continue to swirl. Chinese officials are already trying to root out crypto mining operations. How China rivals Elon Musk in rattling crypto markets quick tell. Meanwhile, the prospect of reduced stimulus as the global economy recovers from the pandemic is also sapping the appetite for speculative investments. A conclusive break below 30,000 would mean a massive hit to sentiment and possibly heavy settlement activity across the cryptocurrency market. Pankaj, Chief Executive Officer of digital asset derivatives exchange Delta Exchange, wrote in an email. He expects the coin to rebound and challenge 40,000 in coming weeks. Crypto advocates continue to argue that the tokens are a dependable store of value. Michael, founder and chief executive officer of Galaxy Digital, called Bitcoin digital gold at the Qatar Economic Forum on Tuesday. If you're going to be long gold, Bitcoin is a better version because it got the same macro tailwinds. But it's also very early in the adaptation curve, he said. I'm still a big buyer of Bitcoin. Billionaire Novogratz still backs Bitcoin over gold, Qatar Forum. An explosion of the popularity of so-called alternate coins outside of Bitcoin and Ether, as well as an increase of leverage bets on the top two, were hallmarks of the cyber boom earlier this year. Both trends have imbibed in the wake of a rout in the sector in May. Ether, the second biggest token, at one point slipped 4.2% on Tuesday. Retail favorite Dogecoin tumbled 27% over the past 24 hours. Most cryptocurrencies have lost upside momentum versus Bitcoin after having outperformed, said Katie Stockton, founder of investment research provider Fairlead Strategies. Bitcoin was roughly half from a record of 65,000 in April, though over the past year it's still over 200%. The wider Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index has more than quadrupled over 12 months. Negative trading conditions in the market are coming from an overly long position built up in the strong first quarter run-up that has not cleared itself out yet, said Adam Reynolds, Chief Executive Officer of Asia Pacific Sexo Capital Markets Pte. And let's talk about another reason challenge of Bitcoin. El Salvador opposition party files lawsuit against Bitcoin adoption ruling. And as you know, I did a video, and there's been reports of other people doing videos, how El Salvador passed a law where Bitcoin is now a legal tender of Bitcoin. Now, the one reason why Jack Dorsey has gotten involved in Bitcoin is because of all of the resources that the environment is taking to mine Bitcoins. It's taking these computers, the computers are using a lot of resources. So that Jack Dorsey is definitely, he put up $5 million of his own money to help Bitcoin go green. It won't be until that structure is fully in place that Bitcoin will probably find its total footing, because a lot of these countries are using resources that's really maybe damaging, what the country see is damaging to the environment. A citizen group in El Salvador, led by opposition politician Jamie Guevara, filed a lawsuit against the country for adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. Guevara, a member of the opposition party Farabundo Marti National Liberation Front, says the law that made Bitcoin legal tender is unconstitutional. Meanwhile, members of the group of citizens said the adoption of the cryptocurrency as legal tender has no legal basis. One member called the law a decree lacking legality, lacking foundation, without considering the significance and harmful effects that such law will cause on the country. It seems that a majority of El Salvador's citizens are not in favor of the recent adoption. According to a survey by the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of El Salvador, 80% of El Salvadorians will not agree to receive payments in Bitcoin. El Salvador's Bitcoin law. The move comes in response to El Salvador recently adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele, and maybe I butchered it, initially spoke about the benefits during the recent Bitcoin conference in Miami. These included an increase in jobs and boosted investments in El Salvador. Now, one fact about El Salvador before I finish reading this article is El Salvador, 70% of the people in El Salvador don't have bank accounts. So a lot of people will be in opposition because to trade Bitcoin, you're going to have to obtain a bank account, because when you transfer money off of your platform or out of your wallet, where are you transferring it to? You got to have a bank account to transfer it to. And that's why a lot of people are definitely going to be against that, because now you're forced, that 70% sector are forced to get a bank account. And it's not just going to be El Salvador that comes up with this idea. A lot of countries are going to be able to force people into receiving money virtually. And now that those governments can start tracking your wallet and see the monies that you're making. Is no longer you're going to be able to get paid, for example, under the table to dodge taxes and things like that. This is going to force people to to be tracked. And of course, people are not going to go along with that. Shortly thereafter, on June 9th, President Bukele submitted a bill that will recognize Bitcoin as legal tender in the country. The bill then passed, making El Salvador the first country in the world to recognize Bitcoin as legal tender. With the adoption underway, President Bukele announced that he will use energy from volcanoes to power Bitcoin mining. Attest to the Constitutional Chamber, Guevara said that this will be a test to the magistrates of the Constitutional Chamber, who were appointed by the ruling New Ideas Party on May 1st. We are going to put this chamber to the test to see what response they are going to give to the public, said Guevara. However, others see the move as more calculated. Lawyer Salvador Enrique Enyanya believes the ruling party may have indirectly initiated these proceedings. He says that they may have done this to establish the legitimacy of the law by having it challenged by the ultimately upheld by the Constitutional Chamber. Conversely, Anaya also said that they have no idea how to implement the law, which is why they themselves will seek to have it declared unconstitutional. All right, now let's talk about the price prediction of Bitcoin. As of now, Bitcoin is trading at $629.73. Mid-year is saying that it's going to be at $37,000, and at the end of the year, $46,000. And I did a video about 2 weeks ago when they were saying Bitcoin would be at $54,000. That's an $8,000 downward swing prediction-wise, because of the moves that China is making and the opposition for that's going on in places like El Salvador. This is big news, but I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I think it's still better than put my money in the savings account. I prefer buying it on the dip and keeping my money in. First of all, never invest money that you can't afford to lose. If you're afraid of the markets, invest in index funds, as people are making a killing in the index fund industry. But for me, I believe that in the cryptocurrency sector, there are 80% highs and 80% lows. But I definitely want to keep my money in Bitcoin because I think that it's going to get back to a high that is going to do wonders for my family and the future of my family. So without further ado, I'm going to end this video, and I would like to say thank you for watching my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, as I'll be coming to you with more videos just like this in the future. And without further ado, I will see you next time.